36 here. How you doing? How you been? Today's review features this 2014 Mustang V6 Premium. Those of you who have been following my channel for quite some time know that I used to have one similar to this, except mine was a 2011. But pretty much the same thing with just a few minor upgrades throughout the years. I know just how potent these things can be, so they definitely hold a special place in my heart, and I'm really happy to be able to drive one today. This V6 Mustang has quite a bit more done to it than mine did, and I will include a complete mod list in the video description if you guys want to see exactly what's done to this thing. But how does it perform? Let's find out. Alright, so we're in the Mustang V6, and as you can see, there is a racing seat in here, and I gotta say it's pretty comfortable. Luckily though, this one is adjustable. It's not bolted directly into the car, so I was able to adjust it to my likings. Let me move it up a little bit here. This is, I think it looks like a premium model, because you can see the leather chair right here. But everything's pretty basic here. These Mustangs, you know, are never known for their extravagant interiors, but this is a nice place to be. I like the gauges, kind of slightly different from my V6 that I had years ago, but mine was a base model. But this one looks a little, just a little fancier, I guess. Everything else though is pretty standard Mustang stuff. Gotta say, this seat is intense. Like it sits a lot lower than the stock seat, and I gotta say it's a pretty nice place to be. I really like it here. So we're gonna get going on a drive here and see what she's all about. So let's drive it a little bit. This thing's on full coilovers. Whoa, pulls pretty good from just a little bit of throttle. The MPT tune that he has on here is really nice. Compared to my Bama tune that I had, I can already tell that I really like this thing. It does feel a little awkward not shifting. This is my first time driving an automatic Mustang, and I'm gonna reserve some of my judgment on it until I drive it a little bit more here. But oh man, this thing jumps off pretty good. Jumps off the line pretty good. It's a very eager, and I asked him to put it on the street tune. He has an economy and a street and then a race tune. I remember those tunes that I had on my V6, and the race tune was just a little too jumpy, a little too eager. So we're on the street tune now, and we're gonna see what she's all about here. Steering feel is pretty good. Yeah, she drives really nice, even with the full suspension, the coilovers that he's got. Not too jarring. Here we go, another light. Whoa! Oh my gosh, this thing pulls really nicely. Power's pretty good. Okay, let's turn around right here. Okay, so right there, the first and second shift took a little bit longer than I'd like to respond, but overall, really not that bad. You got to remember, this is not a Mercedes-Benz AMG or Porsche PDK. This is pretty much base model Mustang, very affordable. And okay, hold on, here we go again. Whoa, the tires chirped there from first to second. The intake on this thing is extremely loud. As soon as I get on the gas a little bit, I can just hear the intake just grabbing air. It's very cool. This seat is just very, very supportive, and this is a seat that I was a little worried that wouldn't be very comfortable, but there's a lot of padding in this thing, and it's a pretty comfortable place to be. I'm not sure how it would be on a road trip, but no, I like it a lot. All right, so here we go, second gear. Whoa, okay. All right. She handles pretty good. Body roll is, I can't even detect any really. Steering feel is good. I was always scared to take turns in my V6 Mustang and my 5.0, but most of that I think was because the suspension was stock. I hadn't touched it. And as we all know, with the lever axle has always been kind of unpredictable. Ford remedied that with the 2015 and up models. You now have a solid rear axle, which is super better for handling, much more control, much more predictability. And but I gotta say, with the suspension that he has on this thing, I don't know if it's as good. It's hard to say, and without actually doing like a real-time test. But it feels pretty good going around these corners. Oh, the exhaust pops a little bit. That's really nice. Okay, well, she handles good. Oh.
In half a mile, you will arrive at your destination.
Woo. All right. Brakes aren't bad, but you can definitely tell they're not something you want to rely on too heavily. They're not. I don't think they're just stock brakes. Oh, 6,000 and 7,000. All right. I'm pretty impressed. I gotta say, I was a little worried that this thing would be a little hard to handle, but the suspension, the coilovers that he put on this thing. Very nice, very nice. Oh, it is a little bumpy. You definitely feel the road, but it's a good feeling. Not too bumpy there. Oh, power's good. Power's good. For a V6 Mustang, this is pretty impressive. Well, guys, that's it for today's review. I hope you enjoyed it. Driving around town, this car was a blast. It was only when I started to take the corners quickly that I wished that the tires and brakes were just a little stronger. The owner, Joey, plans to pro-charge it in the near future, and just a few days after I recorded this, he told me that he ordered some Brembo brakes. Alright guys, well, stay awesome and keep loving your cars.